pick?
Alright,
Let chat pick.
well, I think you should sit down. We stand up, look.
Wait, what? Why? That's weird.
You're a little tall.
Here, I'll pull it here.
Mog of Death.
Are you Republican or conservative?
That's the same. The Republicans and the conservatives.
Oh, what are your stances on gun control?
Oh, I think it's a necessity.
Necessity.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
you think they shouldn't have guns?
I mean, in a perfect world, that would be great if nobody had guns. But I mean, I think guns are fun. They're fun to shoot. I like shooting them. But I do think that they should be super safe in terms of not letting everybody have them.
Nah, I think everyone should have a gun.
Yep.
The right to bear arms. You can't take that away from me. I'm from Texas.
Exactly.
Okay?
You're gonna sit down?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down.
He's gonna stand up. Actually.
Nah, matter of fact, I'm gonna stand up.
And the
Okay.
reason that we think that everybody should have a gun is because if we're not allowed to have guns,
Hold on.
people are gonna get them
Let me tell you
illegally.
something. Let me give you an example. He actually was recently robbed, taken of his wallet.
I remember. Did the guy have a gun?
I did not get that far
But
to find out.
guess who didn't have a gun?
So in a society where the guys don't have guns, for sure, across the board, because there's not a lot of guns in distribution, then your assumption would never be that that guy has a gun.
But if they're already committing a crime of robbing me, there's a high chance that they committed a crime to illegally get
Ain't
a gun.
nobody in Japan thinks that the dude that's like robbing them has a gun.
Okay, but if he had a gun, he could have protected himself.
Well, in most circumstances, while people do think that that is how that would work, in most circumstances, all you end up doing is giving away your gun to a criminal.
Okay, but sophistically.
Because if you gave your wallet away to the criminal, then you're probably gonna give your gun away to the criminal too, because you're too afraid to use it.
But if I have it and he's pressing me, I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
I'm giving you 0% chance that you would use it. You would go.
I got a new topic.
Here you go, sir.
He might have won this debate.
No, I think we won.
Take my gun too, sir.
I think we
Which
won.
is usually what happens, by the way. That is a real thing.
I got a new topic.
Logically speaking, I guess.
Death penalty.
Ah,
Okay.
What are your views on that?
What are you guys' views on that? You started off.
I think it should be used in certain circumstances.
Oh, okay. What about you?
I think the death penalty, I agree with him. Depends.
What did he say?
It just depends on the circumstance.
Okay. I don't believe in the death penalty. I think capital punishment is abhorrent, and it should not exist. Because of the very, unfortunately, high likelihood that the person that you are subjecting to the death penalty might not have actually committed the crime. There are plenty of people who are currently on death row, including a very famous case of a man in Texas. It's your state.
Yes, my
This
state.
guy is autistic. In a lot of instances, actually, this happens very frequently. People with personality disorders, unfortunately, are overrepresented in people within death row that might get falsely accused of a heinous crime that they actually did not commit. The famous case in Texas I'm referring to is an old man who's been in prison, I believe, on death row for, 25 years at this point? The main detective who actually prosecuted him, not prosecuted, but arrested him and investigated the case, now thinks he's innocent and is trying to get him off death row, but he still cannot do that.
Let me stop you right there.
What?
That's why I
What do
said
you do?
certain circumstances.
So what's in that situation?
I think that there's certain crimes where capital punishment should be allowed, like pedophilia.
Okay, but in this situation, this person actually was like, this is considered a heinous crime. What he did, the thing that he was charged with was murdering his child, murdering his baby.
Did he do it?
But the law thinks he did. And the real reason that we know now that he most likely did not do it, or at least the detective on the case thinks he didn't do it, is because of his autism. They thought that he did not, they were suspicious, and he did not mount a reasonable enough defense. There was not a lot of confidence in him. So vibes based, this dude is on death row, literally. Because that would be normally under normal circumstances, you'd be like dead to rights. That person killed his own son.
So you don't think that someone who sexually assaults a minor should be sentenced to capital punishment.
No, I don't. 100%. I think it's the most heinous crime you can commit. I agree with you, but I think ultimately, the state, given the likelihood that there could still be a relatively high chance that this person might not have actually committed the crime, because it's never 100%, should not decide to execute this person. It's still, I mean, they're going to be in prison most likely for the rest of their lives.
Nah, we should break
You're giving good input now.
Nah, yeah.
I mean, ultimately, I think that the death penalty, considering that there is like a lot of people on death row that are innocent, should not.
So you're saying that like the innocent, there's so many that are innocent would outweigh the people that actually are guilty.
Yeah, because I think I also, if we're going to talk about it like in a broader analysis, I think that like many countries have already abolished it. I think it's a very medieval way of.
It's time to go, y'all.
Medieval way of solving this issue, because it's not an adequate deterrence, especially for people who are doing it because they're like mentally ill or fucked up. You know what I mean? That's not going to stop someone. Like, no one's going to be like, oh, there's a death penalty, so I'm not going to do it. Like, there's a lot of people that do heinous crimes that want to die anyway, you know?
El host? Nah, listen. I think today was fun. I just wanted to...
He's just trying to run off. All right.
Nah,
The
wait.
moon landing wasn't real.
Oh, you want to debate? Let's continue this fast.
I thought you guys had somewhere to go. The moon landing wasn't real? I agree. It's fake as fuck, bro.
No, it was real.
I believe NASA isn't real. I believe it's a controlled government that wants to take advantage of us.
What do you mean by that?
You cooked, buddy.
Where's Adapt? I need my teammate for this. Why don't astronauts go to the sun at night?
Because they would die.
It's not as hot.
It's nice.
They would.
The sun is dark.
Sun's not there now.
Still there, still hot. You just don't see it because the other side of the world is seeing it.
Why do we have to pay taxes, Hassan?
I don't know if I should give you a serious answer or a silly one.
I want a serious answer.
According to modern monetary theory, the goal is to take money out of the economy or from specific segments of the economy in an effort to keep things balanced.
So why
but
are we
the
in
reason
debt
that the reason why we do taxes, at least in most other countries that are not the United States of America, is so that they can fund certain government programs.
But why do they have to fund it if they can keep printing money?
That's why I said modern monetary theory. It's just to
Really some
circulate.
bullshit.
It's just to take money out of. It's to take money out of the economy. For the most part.
So I don't have to pay taxes if I don't want.
No, you'd go to jail
Why?
because you have to pay taxes.
But why?
Because the idea is that you have to fund these government programs
Why?
and government revenues.
Why do I have to do that?
Because if you don't
So
do
why
it,
is
if
it the
nobody
law?
pays
Because
taxes, then
it's written in the
there's no
book.
money.
So if
Then
I was
you
the
can
president, so let's say I was the president.
Pay.
What would you do?
Am I allowed to taxes if I wanted to? If I was like, I don't want to tax anymore, that could be a thing?
Probably.
I mean,
but like, I don't know.
probably
if that's a good
not.
idea.
It would be hard to advocate for that position.
Or why? If I'm the president, can't you do whatever you want?
No. You can't single-handedly decide these things. You have to go through
So
Congress.
what if-
pass a bill?
What if I start a friend group? Being
Uh-huh.
serious, this is a real question. Because this is going to happen someday. What if there's like a friend group that grows up and they all want to be political people? And then one of them run for president, the other ones run for the seduction group, the election group.
Seduction.
What's the three elections? What's the three things? Judicial.
Highly unlikely for you and a
But-
hundred of your friends to be able to get elected into office.
But.
So then you could do that if you wanted to.
Bohemian Grove.
You could do it.
Have you ever been to the island?
What island? Little St. James Island? Like Jeffrey Epstein's island? No, I have not been to Jeffrey Epstein's island. You do? I'm not that old, motherfucker. If I was at the island, I'd be getting raped, not doing the raping.
He's raking leaves, he said.
Ranking.
Yeah, like the leaves right here.
Nah, but yeah. Wow.
Like my age group, I'd be a minor when the island was in operation.
Nah, yeah.
What if you're just a part of a third party trying to brainwash people?
Nah, we should
Like a third party? What do you mean?
What if you're part of the government? You're trying to brainwash me.
Why would I brainwash people into being against the government if I'm a part of the government?
What if you're doing reverse psychology?
So I'm like, yo, fuck the government. And then they're like, yo, actually, this guy, he's trying to say, love the government.
What'd you say, man? What's up?
Yeah, you ready?
Oh, all of a sudden we have to leave, Hassan.
All
All of a sudden when I crack your code, huh?
You did. You outed
Okay.
me.
Wait, Hassan, before you leave,
All of a sudden,
you
you
signed
got a
up.
guard
Yeah.
dog, too.
Yeah, I do.
What a great debate, y'all. Great, y'all.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
fucking everything up.
Oh, you.
Wait, why is he still calm?
Sign up. You got a lot of good people here. They see.
Let's get out. Let's blow this popsicle stand.